However, the people who aren't calling in have a whole different strategy. They're in a different game. They want to make sure that they're with the right agent. They want to make sure that they have the right coverages. This is not about the price game in many, many cases. So I want to be very clear. When do we talk about price in a renewal review call? I think that this is one of the biggest fears is we're going to get clobbered by price. Everybody's going to want to remarket. It's going to be price-a-palooza. The shocking thing that we find is, though, as we do more and more renewal reviews, you find people don't bring it up. Weird, right? But we do need to discuss price in certain circumstances. So the best time to bring it up is actually after you do your coverage review. So we sort of have a 9-step process. Step 1, prep. Step 2, voicemail, if we have to leave a voicemail and how we document. Step 3 is the introduction and confirm contact information if we get someone live or they call us back. Step 4 is review questions. Let's get an update on everything going on before we dive into coverages, before we dive into anything. Let's get them to share with us what's going on in their life, their business, so that we can have that in our head as we're going and customizing their policies. The next step is we go ahead and we do a coverage review because it should be about coverage, not about price. If somebody is upset about price and we gave that little nugget away too early, they're not going to want to bump their rental car reimbursement or their cyber liability. We keep price till the next step, which is next we talk about price. And we only talk about price if it's gone up above an agency standard. If not, we just say, hey, your policy's adjusted within market, within market fluctuation. It's gone up a little bit, but you're still in a good place. I'm recommending that we keep everything as is. You go from there. If it's gone up above what we call the agency standard, where we start to freak a little bit, we talk about the price only in monthly figures, and then we shut our pie holes and we wait to see what the client says. Some people will say, okay, no problem. And some clients will say, whoa, hold up here, kiddo, what's the deal? And that's why we then lean on next up the discount review. So we scrub-a-dub that account for discounts. And then again, that's another way to prohibit the remarket. But when we talk about price, we give control over to the client. We want to do as much of the renewal review as we can. So that is why we strategically place it at the last third of the call, where the next step would be renewal or discount review. And then we finalize it with the conclusion of what's going to happen next, changes we're going to make, thanking them for their business, talking about referrals. But a lot of times you find that the apprehension on price exists between our own eyeballs because that's what happens. Clients call into us upset about it. So we assume if we're going to call out to people, everybody's going to talk about price. However, the people who aren't calling in have a whole different strategy. They're in a different game. They want to make sure that they're with the right agent. They want to make sure that they have the right coverages. This is not about the price game in many, many cases. Sometimes you get somebody who's a little price sensitive, and we have tools to deal with that in our course, all about how to make renewal reviews, or by working with us directly on getting your team to make it. Either way, the idea is price is saved for the end of the call. And if somebody's asking about it, all we say is, absolutely. I want to make a few updates to your policy, so we're talking about your confirmed pricing rather than your estimate. So tell me, do you have a new roof? Can you hold? Do not give over the price until the end of your renewal review.